interesting day in America. Donald Trump won the presidential election, and it's been an emotional, kind of crazy, blown out day. My Twitter is on fire in a way I've never seen it before, but I thought even though emotions are running high, that should not keep me from doing some good work. So I'm going to be working on Ralphington's Megalovania. It's a pretty simple track. It needs some love in the mix. If you watched my EQing or my reverb video, this is the song that I was using to sample this. So check it out. We got the bass. Yeah, I'm gonna name the tracks right here too, so you know I'm serious. We have the brass, which is just so cool. Ralph did a great job arranging it. The drum track. Now, I'm a little concerned that our kick and snare are baked into this drum track, kind of removes some of my ability to sort of bring them out and mess with stuff, but hopefully it'll be all right. Then we have our lead piano, which I'm going to call piano 1, or I'll call it piano melody. And then, of course, we have our harmony, piano harm. And then down here, it looks like we have some sound effects or something. Yep. So that's cool. And I didn't really totally set this up. I saw another YouTuber, I'm trying to remember his name and I can't, who puts the video where I put the video. And I think it's really, really cool. And so I'm totally just swagger jacking right here. So thank you. I emailed his video to myself. And I don't remember his name. But whatever, we'll figure it out. Let's listen to the track and start making this thing. Now, I have a little bit of reverb on here already, but we're gonna need to fix that. Get something nice in there. Now, I usually don't add the reverb until at the end. Oh, no, Flux. Come on, we are working here right now. Let's take a look at the bass first, which is in pretty good shape. We got some EQ in here. That's nice. I have a couple of cool plugins that we can use to kind of really fill this out. One I like is the JJP bass from Waves. And what I'm gonna do, even though it's a little weird, I'm gonna put this after the EQ, and hopefully it makes everything nice. Oh my gosh, you see my to-do list. Do I have the chat up here? Oh, I do. I don't know how this is gonna work, the chat like this. I just turned on the Twitch chat, so hopefully we'll be able to see it. If you're watching on YouTube, that's cool. How's that gonna work? Hopefully like that. Let's take a look at some of the presets. We're gonna go to synth. Whoa, see how it like just makes it like huge instantly? I just love this thing. So what I'm gonna do, put a second EQ after this guy. Yo, Fun Callus. The Empire Builder. What's going on, everybody? Welcome, welcome. Thanks for coming in. I'm attempting to restream this on YouTube and Twitch. Whether or not it's getting to YouTube and Twitch, I'm actually not sure. I'm looking at my live dashboard right now on YouTube, and it's just giving me nothing, so maybe it didn't work, who knows, but I'm gonna keep at it. Yeah, it says events 1, no events. So, I don't know. So let me just roll down the sensitivity on this boy. Bring it out of clipping territory a little bit. Bring the gain back up over here. And you may notice that I'm keeping my gain. All my meters here below 0. And I can adjust the gain on the plugins, and that lets me keep it like a little more control over the volume, because once we get everything kind of above, once you get anything above 0, you don't have a whole lot of place to go with it. We got a nice snap from the EQ beforehand. We can boost the sub a little bit if we want. And the reason I have this EQ up is so we can like see the effect of this right on the waveform. It's not that significant, but that one sure is edge. We can get some distortion if we push it really hot, but I don't think that's what we need. That's kind of nice. All right. All right, so I think that's actually pretty nice. Let's take a look at the drum track, because these guys are really going to be... These guys really have to work together. Now, JJP also has a drum track, a drum plugin. Then, for the sake of keeping it consistent, I'm going to try it out here. It's not the best. It's really intended for like individual drums, and actually, I don't think this is going to work. I don't think it's going to work. Yeah, I just shred something. Now, I have another Waves plugin that's good for drums. I forget what it's called, though. CLA Drums. There's that boy. This is a, come on, overheads maybe? Maybe the room settings. They're all intended for like individual drums, not a whole bus of drums like this. Empire Builder, dude, to be totally honest, I don't know if I'm going to do This Week in Chiptune tonight. I'm almost certainly going to DJ something, but I don't think I have it in me. I mean, it's already 5 o'clock, so usually I'm like collecting music by about 10, 11 a.m. Oh, hey, who did that nice thing? Oh, man, where's my Twitch alerts? Zarganet Neko, 8 months resub. Thank you so much. Sorry that this is a mess. But it's good to know the Twitch alerts work. Hey, who's that? Ildar is 20 months. Wow. Thank you, Ildar, so much. Sorry that I'm not the sussest. The sussest thing going on right here. But whatever. You know, we're going to work with it. So thank you very much for those resub guys. Really appreciate it. It is a weird time right now. Like, honestly, I didn't want to get political, but maybe I should just talk this out. And I'd love to know your guys' thoughts on this, because to be totally honest and transparent, I don't know personally a single Trump supporter. I don't. I live in a city, and according to the election results, everybody in cities voted blue, everybody in rural areas voted red. And I think that, I think that's a little bit indicative to the whole problem that we have in our country, is that there's two audiences of people, two different categories of folks that just do not interact. And because they've been isolated for so long, they kind of hate each other, but for no real reason other than they can't see each other's point of view. Oh, I have a good feeling about this. If I could just get them to link. This is a Waves plugin based off this crappy old compressor. But this plugin's actually quite nice. What is this threshold? Why am I always above it? A super fast attack or something? Oh, these inputs are super cranked. All right, there we're now getting somewhere. We don't need all that gain. You're all good, you're all good. Oh, well, Doris, thanks, man. Nice to see you. My Destiny raid group is dropping out due to political distress. Yeah, no, that's the thing, and it's like, do I agree with the results of the election? Like, no, not really. But do I think it's the end of the world? I don't. And you know what? We don't know what could happen. We don't know what could have happened if it went differently either. It's easy to look at the situation and be like, oh, well, obviously, blank, blank, blank. But we don't know. But one thing's for sure, we have become a meme. By electing Donald Trump, we are living the meme, guys, and I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I don't think it is a good thing, but who knows? Let's get a little more gain on here. Turn this boy down. All right, I'm feeling this. Let's hear it without it. So without it, it's like kind of not super great. We turn it on. Dude, I like this plugin. My dad was making fun of it because this thing, the real unit, was like a piece of garbage, and everybody knew it was a piece of garbage. It was like, man, I really need like a piece of garbage compression on this track, and you use this thing. I just wish I could get the threshold to behave. So let me see. I'll pull the input way down to -12. I'll push the gain up to 20. Now I should be able to get it. There we go. Oh, let's turn this gain down again. I'll turn my gain down to 0 just to get my shit together. Now we'll get it. I like this thing. Let's push the threshold up a little bit more. Ooh. Okay, I wish there was a wet dry on this thing, because it'd be nice to not have it like so slammed. We still got MagFest, that's right. That is right, Empire Builder. MagFest is not that far away. And honestly, I feel like most of our lives are gonna be the same. I really, really do. I feel like if you're trying to get citizenship, you should probably hustle. I feel like, yeah, but other than that, like, do your thing. Yo, I got an Eddie Kramer drum plugin. Let's try this thing. Oh, no presets, dope. Thanks, Waves. Man, it's just these, yeah, if I don't have any presets, Wave stuff's useless without it. I like how this beefs up the kick, but I really wish we can get just a little bit more like attention there. Maserati drum. Yo, this boy has something. Oh no, Maserati group, that's what we want. This has some cool abilities here. Let's get that EQ back up on the screen. Yeah, I mean, I think the real message here is that we all need to make a bigger effort to communicate and understand each other. Because, like, you look at the map, man, it's like the popular vote was just a little bit higher for Clinton. The other vote, the electoral vote, which is like kind of a sus old system, like, was in favor of Trump, and I'm sure there was very strategic thinking about that. I heard that Republicans, or no, I don't want to point the finger at any party. I heard that some polling places in rural areas were closed that prevented a lot of folks from voting. That sounds sus to me, but like, I don't really know what the story is, so I'm not gonna point fingers at anybody. I try very hard to not assume too much. And I think we all kind of need to do that, honestly. Like, who do you know that lives, you know, in a rural area? Or if you live in a rural area, who do you know that lives in a city? You know, your pal Cutman over in Philly. And I think it's really important for us, as all people who live here, to communicate. You know, if Trump's a train wreck, then, you know, shit. What a train wreck. Maybe that's what we need to all come together. I was a fan of Obama mostly because I really liked his demeanor and I thought he was cool. Also, he got me health insurance, which was lit. But you know, a lot of people didn't like him. And let me throw the DBX on before this thing and see if we can get something cool. Maybe DBX after? I don't know if we need it. Oh, it's nice after, actually. Yeah, that's right. Give people the benefit of the doubt. If you don't understand, try to understand. And we're all guilty of screwing that step up in some places. That's kind of the thing. I think we're not so different. Human beings, people, Americans, whatever you want to say. I don't need to cut off this line. So I think we just need to really consider each other a little bit more. One thing that's kind of keeping me feeling comfortable is how much Trump relies on his kids. Because you know, everybody in our generation, they're like concerned with stuff like the environment. Like, I'm not trying to live another 50 years in a scorched earth, you know what I mean? And hopefully Trump will take that into account. without doing some stupid shit. I mean, he's not a dumb guy, that's for sure. I think a little saturation might be nice. I might get rid of that DBX, guys. I know I've been like working at it, but I'm just not totally convinced. Yo, Crowbar, I don't know if there's a twig tonight, honestly. I don't know. But I'm almost certainly gonna DJ. I'll DJ at 9. I'll play some new Game Chop shit, and then we'll have a sus not prepared this weekend chiptune. I just can't. I can't do the research today, man. My brain's fried. I like didn't sleep at all last night. Like at all. Oh shit, max volume maybe? Yeah, screw you DBX. We're using max volume. Yeah, screw this little bop. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This, man, you can push the gain a lot with this thing. My goodness. Oh, that's because I'm not using the leveler. What if we don't do the high level and just do the low level? I like how it's making the kick like really like pat, like kind of pats the kick. And without it's a little looser. All right, so we got that. Let's throw the DBX back on. Dude, I don't know, man. This DBX is not doing me wrong. Oh, it sounds nicer before the max volume. So if you're catching what's going on here, I am stacking different forms of compression. None of these things really slamming the track. None of them is really crushing it. But by having one plugin compress a little and then another plugin compress a little more in a different way, we kind of are able to fine-tune the sound and get this kind of cool, kind of complex thing. And that's a lot of like big boy mixing, is lots of different compression, not just for boys, of course. But yeah, lots of different compression. What is modern breaks? I mean, that's a modern break. All right, that's not what I'm talking about. That's not what I want. This is nice. I like this. Woo. Let's copy that. Click around. Just try a few more. Wow, this makes a big difference. Oh, it doesn't work everywhere though, huh? Let's try some more. Crispy fats. I mean, that is crispy. I'm not totally in love with this. Kick shaper. Oh, that's intended just for a kick. Liven up acoustic drums, that's exactly what we're doing. This compression has evolved. Do not press B. Yeah, I think we should hang out. I'll definitely do a show tonight. I'll definitely do a show. I was hoping to stream this on Cutman Plays on YouTube, and it says I'm live, but like I have no access to the chat, and my YouTube is not showing me. So hopefully I'm not live on another channel. Wow, that would be so embarrassing. If I'm live on Game Chops right now, I'm super sorry. I'm super sorry. I'm freaking out now. That stream is offline. Okay, that's a relief. I'm just gonna click through the tabs. This liven up acoustic drums is nice. And see, I can play with the different volume levels to get a sense of what they are. Then I can bring them down and sort of taste. And then, of course, I can turn up or down the amount of saturation. All right, now I want to copy paste. And here's the other one. I'm going to click back to the electro subtle thing I liked. Changing the position. By changing the order of the plugin, sometimes you can have a really big influence on the sound. All right. This is gonna seem crappy, and it's kind of crappy. I'm gonna duplicate the drum track now, and then I'm going to turn all these boys off, and I'm gonna listen to it before I mess with it. Oh, it's really sounding like that. But now it's like totally distorted. Let's find the source of that distortion. That's probably a big thing. No. What's causing that first kick to get crushed? It's probably the DBX, honestly. No, you know what it is? It's max volume. Yeah, that's gross. All right, and now let's check our saturation. It's the saturation, not that one. It's the saturation on the low end of this. And all I did was go through bypassing the plugins, clicking the power button, seeing which one took away the gross sound. Identified it's this one. Now I can like zoom in on this band and just say, yo, no, don't distort that band. Are we clipping within the plugin now? Actually, you know what might be nice? I'll take the mix and make it a little like dry wet. Awesome feature of the FabFilter plugins to be able to do this on just about everything. That's nice. Now we got our kickback. I'm not live on YouTube. Nope. What I'm doing here is I'm taking the compressed version. I did all that work to, putting in another track and I'm turning it way down. And I'm basically emulating this effect called parallel compression or New York compression. I'm from New York, so naturally, I actually don't do this very often at all. But as you can hear, we have this nice like blending of the two signals. It doesn't work if they're the same level. But by bringing the super compressed one down, we're able to sort of make this nice. See, without it, it's okay, but with it. Hometown compression, that's right. Throw this EQ on, this down. And I'm gonna just compress the other one a little bit. Dude, this Techno Master kit just always sounds good. So here's just the main. This is the Techno Master preset. All it has is this Maserati GRP on it. I'm deleting all these other guys. And it sounds pretty good. And then we have our saturated, compressed version, which honestly, now that we're treating it like this, I feel like we can compress it even more. Really like send it in like getting crushed. I'm in Michigan, but I live in LA. I don't know. I'm from New York, so that's the only thing I know. All right, let's just address these pianos. There's this other plugin I really like. Oh, who did something nice? I have to click over here. Yo, Jeb, thanks for the resub, Jeb. You should have got the nomination, bro. I have this, I thought it was called VComp. HComp, I know it's called VComp. Oh yeah, it's no dash, okay. So this is the plugin that I use when I need my instruments to not sound fake. I don't know what it's a compressor. I don't totally get what its deal is. Sorry if it's a little quiet. Let me boost it up. I would like a slower attack. Do I have that? Oh, it is slow. Okay. And release is auto. I mean, that's all right. Let's bring this in a little bit more. And then boost the gain out. So without it, it's a little louder. Let's correct that. This one's okay without. With it, just got a little bit more movement. And I'm gonna take the same compression and apply it to the piano harmony. Which we're gonna need to do something to sort of separate these two. What do we have on here? This is the EQ, so what I'm gonna do, what I really wanna do is like widen the harmony. Oh, Jeb, I just saw that you did that with that Twitch Prime sub. Thank you very much. We're almost at 100 subs, everybody. We're almost getting new emotes. I'm gonna use Ozone's Imager. Where are ya? To widen up the harmony. Wow, it's already super wide. Maybe I need to bring it in then. What track am I on? Oh, this is the lead. Oopsies. Looks like Ralph has some auto pan or something on it that's moving the stereo field around. How can we separate these two then, huh? Maybe we can use mid-side EQ, which I showed off in my EQing video. Let's see what it sounds like mid. Oh. I really feel like this, if this is the higher hand, it should like be on the right a little bit. All right, now we're getting somewhere. Do you hear how the two tracks are kind of now starting to sound a little bit like one is sort of center stage and the other's like on the sides? That's what we're trying to do here. Ba-do-doom. Now I would really like to do something to this track to give it a little bit more like movement over time. The side chaining might do it, but gosh, we're not going to be able to really cleanly side chain with this drum track. Maybe we can actually, you know what, never say never. Let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. Let's just hear the lead piano and our not super compressed drums. Alright, so there's a nice sidechain for the kick. And I'm using the EQ feature of the sidechaining thing on this compressor to really hone in on the specific sounds because we don't have the individual tracks to play with. And now I'll throw these on the other piano too. Notice I'm putting the sidechains before the EQ. That's just gonna make sure our EQ is working with the most compressed signal that it can, which is gonna give it a nicer, cleaner response. Let's hear them both now. This is sounding all right. Let's hear it with the bass. That's the whole track, isn't it? Yeah. I don't even know what the... I kind of want to like... Let's run the sound effects to the DBX. If there's something that the DBX is good for, it's going to be this. Hitting these little guys. Hitting these little boys. Oh, oh man, it really keeps it right at that nice, like, solid sound. Oh, I like it a lot. Cool. So in my reverb video, I put some reverb on it, but I put like reverb I don't like because I just wanted to use the stock reverb. For the purpose of the video, it's just easier to show like not an expensive, complicated waves plugin. That's this. I love this thing. It's so nice. Concert hall would be great. Chambers. Halls. Music club. That's perfect for this jazzy arrangement. Let's tweak this a little bit. I feel like there's too much snare coming in. Oh, that's because we have our drums coming in twice. And we're gonna roll off the highs over here. Then I'm gonna sweep with this EQ on the reverb. There's the horns, that's nice, I want that. I'm gonna widen it up. Now I'm looking for something that sucks, and I found it. That really sucks. Just going to the gain, just pulling that gain down. Whoops, went to the wrong one. Going to the gain. We've just gone ahead and hollowed that little bit out. That was kind of nasty. See, we're getting somewhere. It sounded pretty nice. Wow, that really screws it up. I don't totally understand this dynamics setting. I think we're getting a little bit too much of the harmony piano in there. Now a little bit too much of the lead. This is sounding cool. Let's see how the brass sound. Oh, we didn't address the brass. That's the last big thing here. Man, we can try the Maserati group again. Wow, that sucks. Kit Crusher. Ooh, Kit Crusher sounds fun. That sounds great. I don't know. This is the Techno Master Kit again. It sounds so nice. I'm gonna bring the highs down just a little bit. That was really easy. And once this, and this is a compressor, include, you know, these are EQ knobs. Here's a compression knob, and then we're running into this EQ, where I did a little bit of mid-side work already. I might bring this guy down a little bit. It's a little too wild. Was that a thrash? It's a threshold. Threshold, not thrash. But I mean, it kind of sounds thrashy when you put it all in. All right, let's hear everything together. This was such an easy mix. I mean, there's not a whole lot of tracks, so there wasn't a ton to do. And oh, hey, Splice, how you doing? Get out of here, man. We're streaming. I guess we'll play with the mastering if my CPU can handle it too, because that's going to be the real thing. Because there's so few stems, it's really about getting all the stems in the order that we can, and the best the best way that we can get them all set up, and then having an intelligent mastering setup so that all the sounds, that we can hear everything and it all sounds good. Oh, it doesn't sound good right now. Something is totally overblown. Is there something on the master already? Ooh, there is. What the hell? I've been mixing with mastering plugins on this whole time? Jeez. So silly of me. How bad was it? Oh, really bad. Alright, let's just pull them all off and listen to the tune again. Since the mastering plugins on, we're gonna have to adjust some volume, so let's do it. I'm switch over to the mix view. Let's blow these puppies up. But this bass just devours. Oh, you know why? We should sidechain it. So I'll copy the kick sidechain I have, I'll paste it on the bass. Now we just get little dips right now. I'm gonna make some adjustments here. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy and paste this compressor, so there's two of them. And because if I pull the threshold down more, we start losing a lot of signal. But if I duplicate it, then we have two compressors, so we're getting double the compression, but it's having the exact same release behavior. And you can really hear it ducking, and that should clean stuff up. Ralph, that'd be awesome. What's up, dude? Yo, this is Ralphington's track. And let's turn that reverb on. I just wish we had a little bit more from the drums. Ableton has this feature that doesn't always work and sometimes takes a lot of time called Convert Drums to New MIDI Track. Let's see how well it works. Splice, again, hello. How you doing, buddy? Good? Why don't you get out of here? Oh, when did that happen? How did that happen? Sorry, guys. How long has that been going on? Oh, because I hit 3 on the keypad. And OBS definitely keeps track of those keystrokes everywhere. Bum, 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 bum. All right, cool. That was not even a minute. All right, let's hear these drums. Let's see the drum MIDI really and see if it's good or it looks all right. All right, it's a little excited. Now let's see if we can just keep the kicks. All right, does that sound like your kicks, Ralph? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna turn off these compressors in case that what we try right here doesn't work. Copy, paste, turn it on. Now I'm gonna just select the drums to MIDI, which is just the kick. Now I can get a really clean side chain on the kick, which is on the bass. This is kind of super important. And you know what I can even do is I can replace this sample with a better sample. Something that has a little bit more shape to it. Let's just go into the drums. Because we're not looking for something that sounds good, we're looking for something with a specific kind of really snappy little hit. Like this, the 707 maybe. I don't mind. Look at how that behaves in the compressor. Isn't that awesome? Well, I'm leaving it in. Wow, it actually. Yay, we actually have a kick track now. Honestly, to me, the kick is like the most important drum to have on its own track. All right, let me just throw that JJP on. Oh man, these aren't right, are they? Oh boy, we made it into the sticks. Made it into the have to. Oh, that's where my video lives. Yeah, see, this is not. I could just look at this thing and see that this is not the pattern that we played. Let's see. This is of course why having MIDI is lit, if you have MIDI. But you know, it's not impossible to pull MIDI out of thin air. Is that a snare? Yep. So we just got to do this, everybody. We just got to ride through. Come on, play it where I want it. That's a snare. That's a snare. And yep, this is producing, everybody. Finding the snares and cutting them out of the kick track. And you know what? Sometimes it really pays to actually make the cuts and not try to sneeze it out. This will be right at the end of it. Yep, see, there it was. I'm gonna do for my own sake. I'm gonna select all. I'm going to quantize. Start and end to the current grid. Yes. Boom. Okay. Now I can extract the groove from the drums that Ralph originally laid down, and then apply that groove back to this MIDI. That's gonna allow me to edit the MIDI very precisely and not have to worry about those drums overlapping, but keep the groove and the rhythm so it's not all mechanical. Our kick drums aren't super mechanical. You could probably skip adding kicks to the snare roll. Yeah, that's definitely not what I want to do. This groove's taking too long. We're going to do that later. These are toms. That's a kick. These are not two kicks. I should know what the snares look like by now. I really should. Blah boom. I still can't believe Donald Trump won the election, guys. It's just so stupid. I mean, I absolutely can't believe it. I'm just so disappointed. Because, like, you know, we're just gonna go back to George W. Bush times where America has the leader who's ridiculous and makes us embarrassed to go to other countries. You just know that's gonna happen. You see, I don't know what's gonna happen. No one really does, huh? I hope that we do some infrastructure building, though. That'd be lit. Because the infrastructure in Philly is, like, pretty rough. It's pretty rough out here. That's the snare. Bop, 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 bop. That's the snare? I don't think so, as long as he gets rid of Obamacare. Yeah, I mean, I got health insurance from Obamacare for a while, but I don't have it now. So, whatever. God, are we almost done? This is the most tedious stuff. This is typically not what I would stream. Sorry that I'm streaming it. I had to, or I wasn't gonna get it done. I just hope he doesn't do like any kind of sus things that's gonna alienate huge percentages of the population. Like, I get the like kind of racist, awful stuff he said during the campaign. He was like constantly under pressure and he was just like, whatever. I hope he actually wants to bring everyone together, because you know what, man? That's something that I don't think an established politician like Clinton really could have done. I don't think so. Boop, boop, got boom. So we'll see. Ba, 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 ba. When the kicks are on all of them, it's so funny. We are almost there, everyone. All right, so it looks to me like the second half of this track is the same as the first. So if I'm right, then this will work. And if I'm wrong, then it will look weird. Oh, look, it looks totally fine. Sick. Hope that's right, Ralph. Hope I didn't delete any cool fills. Let's listen. Oh, you like the Game Chops thing? Oh, thanks. Yeah, see, Ralph, I'm not trying to, like, dump any chemical waste, you know? I just feel like we're going back to the Bush times. Which is whatever. All I know is if I hear any whispers that there was sus behavior going on, I might just get political. I will. If there's like hundreds of thousands of unchecked votes discovered in dumpster behind polling places in Arkansas, I'm gonna freak out. I'm gonna get political, guys. Vote for Senator Cutman in the upcoming primaries. God, I hope it never comes to that. Oh man, all these snares just chilling. Get out of here, snares. Was this before I quantized it? Sure looks like it. Senator Cutman. I don't know about that. I do not know about that. You think it's going to be an awesome 4 years? Astar, tell me why you think it's going to be awesome. Please, God, I need some other opinion. Why do you support Trump? Why do you think that this is lit? Because for goodness sakes, man, like, I feel like nobody would be freaking out if we saw each other's sides more often. Like, really, I do. And then 4 more. All right, buddy, slow your horses here. Slow your horses. See how that new kick just like gives like a nice bump to the track. And the snare's fine, nice organic sounding snare. Hey Lord Mao, what's up, bucko? Just working on this Ralphington track, I'm gonna master it. I'm gonna get as far into mastering as I can before the world falls to pieces. By the world, of course, I mean my CPU. Not our actual world, which may also fall to pieces. Astrar's gonna tell us why it's gonna be lit. Dude, the competitive healthcare, when I heard that idea, when he was like, yeah, I know how to make healthcare work, I don't let states control it. I was like, oh, because I live in Pennsylvania, man. Despite Philadelphia voting so much Democrat, the most of the state is Republican. A lot of people living in rural areas. And that's what I really discovered about this. The divide is not really Democrat-Republican in a traditional sense. It is urban-rural. People who live in a city have an extremely different life, sense and beliefs, education, than people who live in the country. So... yeah. Tax people leaving the country. I know, that was something that both Clinton and Trump were like, yeah, exit tax. I mean, Hillary called it an exit tax. Trump didn't, he never said much of anything during his campaign except for like, I'm the guy who's not a politician, which resonated with a lot of people. Lower taxes are right, but like, I don't know if it's like, if I'm just like budget minded or I just have a good situation, but I don't have like a hard time paying my taxes. Yeah, I mean, it was like a little stressful, like when I was just out of school, but like, dude, I'm like, not gonna lie, I'll get real here on the stream. Like, I survived on like less than $15,000. I survived on less than $20,000 a year for like multiple years out of school. Like less than 20K for multiple years, paid my taxes every year, had food on the table, had a place to live, didn't have a great car or anything. Had to sell my car actually to move out of upstate New York and move to Philly, but yeah. Yeah, Astro, I mean, I'm looking to hire folks for Game Chops, honestly. Like, my business is finally at a place where that's something I'm really thinking about. And honestly, like, things that I've learned about, like, what you need to hire somebody, like, I'm not trying to pay into a 401k right now because I don't even have one and I don't really know what it is. But it seems like the legislation around hiring somebody, like, makes a lot of sense. He wants you to stay here as long as you're contributing good citizen. Well, that's what I am. I mean, I feel like all politicians want that, right? Like, they don't want you to leave unless you're a problem. Yo, Ralph, I'm gonna put a fancy, like, analog style compressor on this track to make it sound like I was recorded in the studio in, like, 1991. Done. Crowbar high five, man. I don't have a clear answer for that, but I'm thinking of general, like, producers. And don't freak out, not music producers. I do not need anybody else making music. I need people keeping me on schedule. Yeah, Ralph brings up a good point. His immigration policy seems kind of foggy, and he said he hated Muslims, and then he said he loved Muslims. I have a feeling that just judging by Trump's character, he's gonna want to take the path of least resistance on a bunch of things. So I think a ton of new he may have some new rules for people coming into the country for their first time, but like I don't feel like they're gonna try to deport a bunch of people. I really don't. We already have too many people making music, that's right. And yeah, I've never really worried about taxes, but I guess like having more money would be lit. But cool, man. It's nice to hear your opinion. Thanks for sharing. I feel like we all got to be doing a little bit more of this. Honestly, and this might sound lame, but I really wanted Clinton to win because I wanted a woman leader in this country. Because I feel like a lot of us, our behavior is a little bit like a teenager that doesn't have their mom. I know that's a ridiculous thing to say, a ridiculous comparison to make. But yeah, it really strikes me, especially on the internet. The internet is that rebellious, rowdy teenager that just needs I don't want to say a slap, but like just needs to be grounded and think about what they've done. But I don't know. What I do know is this was a clear sign to me that I have to pay more attention about what my fellow Americans think, both politically and what their livelihood is like. Yeah, Trump has said a lot of sensible things, and you know what? Before he was running for president, he was a very sensible guy. Before he was running, he was like, dude, I don't like the liberal conservative dividers because I feel like there's like conservative nature, like to conserve what we have. Like, I get it in like the Great Depression era. I get it when like the chance of running out of food and raw materials is like a thing. But I feel like into this day and age, that's not an issue. I feel like what's going to be an issue is making sure that the next generation of Americans are educated and prepared to do good work, that everybody has the opportunity to do, to contribute in a way that's productive. And apparently, right now, people with crimes just keep coming back doing bad things over and over. I don't know about that, but I mean, we did have those folks who had a criminal record who was on a no-fly list by an assault rifle. Like, that's crazy. And Trump was like, yo, no. Hey, Zach Nate. I'm coping with the American election results by working on this beat by Ralphington. We're talking it out. We're trying to get a good look at other people's perspectives. Ashtar has been contributing. Ashtar, can I ask where you live, man? Like, you don't need to give me your address, obviously, but like, where in the country you live? Is it a red state, a blue state? I don't give a shit actually about the color of the state. Is it a city or is it a rural area? That's kind of what I'm interested in, because looking at the stats, looking at the map, that seemed to be the biggest divide. All right, we got compression, we got limiting. I'm gonna throw a multiband on there just to sort of tame everything. You just didn't vote in general. Well, Zach Nate, I hope you don't live in Florida, dude, because yeah. God, I love this plugin. I love this plugin and this preset. Because why would I? Because, dude, you might have changed the outcome of this. You might have been able to help select who the rest of the world thinks we are. That's the value of I see in the presidential campaign. It's not like who do you think's gonna do the best revolution on the tax plan healthcare. It's like, who do you want the rest of the world to think is the American prototype? Oh, you're in Ohio. Should have voted. Not telling you what to do, but you probably should have voted. Maybe next time. Maybe next time. But that kind of apathy, I feel like that's the reason Trump won, is the people who were pissed voted for Trump. The people who didn't care didn't vote, and then only the people who were super politically invested and super gung-ho, let's go, they voted for Clinton. So, like, yeah, man, Zach Nate, you could have picked the president, dude. But then again, that apathy is a result of what? It's a result of the way, your life in this country, so I can't really blame you. Wow, I only get medium, large, and extra large, huh? I feel like the low end's kind of dominating a little bit. But I've enjoyed this conversation, guys, and honestly, it's been helping me get over it. Cause like, dude, I'm really a person who believes that good people do well, and that when you do bad things, you get what's coming to you. And the narrative, as it has been portrayed, did not line up with that. Because, like, you know, on paper, Trump looks like he's a kind of a bad guy. He didn't pay his workers because he declared bankruptcy so many times, and he started a school that screwed over some kids, allegedly. But who knows, man? Thanks. Thank you, it's Orbit. Yeah, the turnout was awful, and now people are saying that the turnout was actually offered because they were deliberately trying to suppress some people's votes. You can actually look at the stats, and uneducated. No, sorry, that's not right. White. I think it's. I'm sorry if this is wrong. I'm just trying to pull out my brain. I'm running on like an hour of sleep. I think it was white folks without a college degree counted for like over 50% of the folks that voted. So I heard many polling places in the South closed, so maybe folks of other ethnic backgrounds couldn't get to vote. I would love to see the data on that, because if there's a serious case, I mean, that could be real election rigging. Like, and if we find it out, you know, whether you support Trump or Clinton or that funny guy Gary, if we could find out like a rigged election, like, wouldn't that be like cool? Like, that's never happened in American history. If we found some like hard evidence, like, I'm not saying like no to Trump or whoever, Ashtar, or anybody who supports it. I'm just saying that'd be pretty freaking cool. Like, if we could discover if we could actually find the rigging that everybody always talks about. What is this bouncing? Oh, that's a little bit of the level down there. Look, you can see it. Can you see it all the way down there, guys? Oh, you can't see it on this view. It's a tiny little wiggle right down here. If you own 500 companies, you're going to have some lawsuits that people don't like you, etc. Yeah, of course. Of course. Yeah, and like, look at Clinton. She has a 30-year political campaign. She's probably made a ton of enemies. And you could see it because nobody really there's never a good reason why people don't like Clinton, except for that they don't like her and they've heard enough bad shit about her over the years. Like, dude, the emails. Like, what a ridiculous thing to be a sticking point. But it was simply because Clinton's career is so long and there's so many things that this one ridiculous thing, like, oh my, like the wrong email server? Like, are you kidding? That's like the most boring, the driest, lamest conspiracy. No, it's not even a conspiracy. It's a real thing that happened. It's the lamest controversy ever. 100%, hands down, wrong email server, the worst. The lamest, the worst. But shit ended up costing her. That's wild. Yo, Eldaris, yo, that's the way to go. I'm gonna buy Owlboy. Once this track is like mixed a little bit better. I mean, it's getting there. I'm buying Owlboy, and I'll stream it too. I'll probably stream that over on YouTube. Dude, I love Woolly World and Epic Yarn. Woolly World's a little bit frustrating though. Get ready. There were 3 particular email scandals, but they all stemmed back to the same thing of Hillary using the wrong email server before it was even illegal. That's the real thing. And I think the Clinton campaign really wimped out with saying like, yo, this is nonsense. Because they never did. They were just like, okay, sure, yes, I would have done it differently. But like, they really should have been like, yo, this is total nonsense. Because Trump's campaign was totally down to be like, shut up, that's ridiculous. But, you know, the Clintons were a little too PC and what's the word? Like, they didn't get down in the dirt. And then eventually, you know, Trump built this little mud pile and got on top of it. And then he was the king of the... This sucks. This whole situation's garbage. The Podesta's getting hacked had nothing to do with Hillary's private server, sir. I don't understand that. I like using Twitch for my music stuff, and I want to try doing gaming on YouTube because I really like YouTube Gaming's layout. It also lets me do it lets me, you totally distracted me, Lord Mal. It lets me stream at a higher bitrate, and it looks better. Moby is streamed this week. Yes, Ralph. Come over on like Friday. We'll go to 8 Static Fest. That's what I need, dude. Big ass chiptune festival starting on Thursday here in Philadelphia. We're gonna rock at everything. Did I have whispers disabled? Lord Mal, I don't know why. You can Oh, dude, I know what my contract is, man. I'm not in breach of it by streaming on YouTube or dual streaming. I have to provide. I don't need to tell you guys what my contract with Twitch is, but I'm aware of what it is, and I'm well within my bounds to stream gaming on YouTube. For me, it is an hourly requirement per month to keep my partnership status. I must provide Twitch with a set amount of exclusive content each month. I know that I can ham fist Twitch like higher bit rates, but YouTube just handles it better. Yo, Verma, when'd you get here? What's going on? So I don't know if you guys have noticed, because this is such a simple track, I added some mastering effects, and then I have gone back into the mix and I'm addressing different issues that I can hear are responding to the mastering in less than an ideal way. I also want to adjust my reverb. I really want to put this utility. It's going to make it gross. Oh, it didn't. Oh, we're clipping a little. Now I'll bring it up. And I just want to scoop the piano out a little. Yeah, that's the boy. That's the boy right there. Cutman is on the up and up. Well, thanks, Ildaris. I feel like, you know... Do you guys know what this really is? Like, honestly, this is our Brexit. And everyone's saying it, or everyone is going to start saying it. This is it. This is the thing that the older generation of our country, older generations, guys like, I don't know the ages. I'm not going to pull numbers out that I don't know. But the older generation of folks making a vote based on stress and bitterness and divisiveness, when the entire younger generation, all the people who can vote, see the world in a very different way. And you know, that's good and that's bad. Oh, Maddie's gonna sneak in. The camera's on. You're gonna get a nice glimpse.
Oh, I get to sit next to my bucko.
You get to sit next to that boy. That's Maddie, the light of my life.
Hi, guys.
She was gonna go into her co-working space, and I made her stay home because I was sad.
Aww.
I wasn't sad. I was just kind of like blown out. I was blown out. So yeah, this is the Brexit, you know, some bitter older people made this decision. You can look at the results for ages 18 to 25. It's like all Clinton, like 90%. Ridiculous, like all but like 2 or 3 states. And then everybody's dad went out and voted. I don't know, my dad probably not, but the only Trump supporters I know personally, I don't know any personally. I mentioned this before. I live in Philadelphia. I'm Pennsylvanians, which state that went Trump. I don't know any personally. But I know 2 people's dads that are kind of estranged that voted Trump. I know actually a handful of creative people's creative people's estranged fathers voted Trump and are Trump supporters. And dude, like, I don't know. Maybe taxes are a real burden if you own a house and you've been working the same job for 20 years. Who knows? Yo, Connor, man, sorry, dude. This is my stream. Like, I'm working this out with all you, and I would love to hear your thoughts, but I won't stop talking. And dude, and you shouldn't ask people to stop talking because it sucks. Yeah. Is it gross? Uh-huh. Is your Twitter feed a mess? Totally. But it's because that way because we don't talk. Because we don't try to see eye to eye. And you know what? If anything, I've learned anything from this decision, it's that we got to start trying to see eye to eye with everybody. With the people we get into flame wars with on Twitter. With even YouTube commenters maybe. With those estranged relatives I just talked about. Like if somebody supports something you don't like, find out what they like about it. Because maybe it's good for you too. Or maybe simply explaining that will allow them to see your way too. You gotta listen and go back and forth. Yeah, it's a ridiculous decision, Verma. It's on paper, it seems ridiculous. But we're gonna see what's gonna happen, and honestly, I don't feel like the country's gonna sink into the ocean.
It will.
Maddie says it will, actually. But that's like 50 years from now, right?
Yeah.
If projections are right. So we have 50 years. Oh, man. Well, anyway. Who played the Undertale Genocide run? Because I didn't. I was too afraid. I'm going to add more crashes because there aren't ever enough. And I have a crash that I know is going to work out really great. We're okay over here because we're like not by water, right?
Oh yeah, we're far inland.
Philly's fine.
I mean,
Climate
climate change will affect everyone.
change will affect everyone, Maddie says, but Philly's gonna be fine. Yo, all you people who voted red in Florida, yo, I really hope that that we don't start fracking a bunch of stuff over there because everyone's gonna be in trouble. Where is my Smalls crash? It's in like, is it in this one? Yep, there it is. Dude, listen to this crash. It's just perfect. I love it. Time to get Ben to move here with us. Yo, I hope Ben voted. I don't know. He moved there pretty recently, so maybe he wasn't registered. Me and Maddie voted in PA, and like, yo, it wasn't enough. Piano sounded great now, right? Yo, Cerulean, yo, what's going on? We'll put reverse crashes. They make every single drop sound cool. Everybody likes the crashes when they are backwards. Yo, Crowbar, thanks for saying that, man. Being able to speak this way has been helpful for me, too. All right, Splice. Really excited about saving this track to the cloud. Yo, you gotta give the shout out to Ralphington here. Ralph's the one who did this track. I'm just doing the mix down. Oh, so. Man, that crash is hot. The piano sounds really quantized. It's not. Ralph played it. But I was going to extract the groove from the drums and then apply it to some stuff, so I can apply it to the piano. That should loosen it up a little bit for you. you know what? I have an idea. I'm going to... Oh. Excuse me, I burped. It's on those old keyboard, huh? Yeah, dude, it's no sweat. And you don't even have the project file anymore. Yo, do you guys know that Ralph made every song in his whole career with a demo version of FL up until a week ago? I can't believe it, but it's the truth. That boy Ralph did every song in one sitting or refused to turn his computer off. Oh, who did that? I'll figure out how to get there. Yo, Overlord kept the beat for 8 months. Yo, thank you for that resub. I'll get there. There we go. What's up, dude? Overlord Devon. We were talking about the election a little bit. I'm working on this beat. It's kind of a sus day, but you know, whatever. Yo, Tails Gamer, 19 months. Thank you very much, Tails Gamer, for that resub. What did Ralph say? Oh yeah, the demo version, right? Yo, Ralph, don't tell him to shut up, man. You brought this on yourself. But you, dude, you got the full version. You did some work for Game Chops. You got paid. You bought that license to your software, man. You're a real producer now. Ralph helped me edit a vlog for my gig with PlayStation, which was, which resulted, of course, in me finally owning a PlayStation. What's up, Paw Print? Are you heading out, Verma? You gonna come back for the DJ set tonight? Yeah, well, Sci-Quad, that's what we're doing, using stems. Cody, dude, today's not the day, man. What's up, Balth? How you doing, man? Oh, Psyquad, yeah, me and Ralph, we know about that, separate mixture channels life. We made that discovery together. I'm super sussy, I know. Did you vote? Do you want to share your feelings on the election, Cody? You don't have to. Nobody has to. But we're talking about it in here. I want some nice discourse. The real, Dude, I just wish I could I wish I could just tone down the, What the hell is this doing here? Oh, bringing out the snare, okay. Alright, that's... You see that? Look at that cymbal crash. It's so loud, and it's right between 4 and 8K. It's the ouch time, ouch frequency. So I'm gonna grab a multiband and hopefully, I can compress this guy. What genres do you guys produce? I love trap music, and I love house music, and I don't know, actually, to be totally honest. The music I make is really hard to describe because it's just always 1,000 genres in the same song. Bop bop ba-dum, bop bop ba-dum, bop bop ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-dum, bop bop ba-da-dum. Look at how nice this compressor is, man. I love this thing. Wish I could just squeeze it a little bit more. That sounds nice. Yeah, all right, let's hear it with the other crash. All right, let's see if this is just mid or side. If it's all mid, that'd be awesome. Oh, it is. So check this out, guys. I'm gonna switch the cue. Try to get as much of that ouch ouch for. And since it looks like it's mostly mid, I'm gonna just pull that down. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, and see how it just takes the edge off in a big way. And then we have the Pro Q is also going to be working underneath it, which I'm going to give it a little bit of, make it a little bit dry wet, kind of. Well, the piano's not real, man, so, and there is reverb on it. But I can give it a little more. You know what you might like? How's that? You like some delay on your piano, buddy? Make it less like a piano and more like... You like the delay, huh? Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Let's EQ the delay. Cool it off a little bit. Wow, it really shines right there. Only the lead is going to get this delay, okay? I want to make it wide. Oh wow, that really breaks it. I'm not going to make it wide. It's nice to have a delay with feedback filtering. Yeah, I have one. Yo, Quattro, you got a game job, sweetie? Nice job. I'm pumped for mine, too. I finally got a gray one. Let's bring this delay down a little bit. Oh, saturating the reverb send. That sounds fun. Let's try that. Saturating the reverb. You know, I wasn't totally 100% on the reverb. Let's give that a go. Wow, that sounds bad. Let's make it not sound bad. That's cool. I like it before the reverb, and then I'm going to put a Fab Filter Pro Q2 behind the reverb just to roll off all that garbage. Is there an extra crash? That delay really kind of adds a fun element to it. Sometimes you make a serial chain of reverb plugins. Oh, that's cool. I've seen guys like James Landino do that when they're doing sound design. Yeah, I was thinking about doing tape saturation, but a lot of these tracks are already like pretty hot sounding, so I don't think I want to throw, I don't want to throw exciters around. Let's take a look at the stereo field of this. And what I'm just doing is I'm pulling in the low mids a little bit, and I totally made the center channel mono. It's gonna make the track just feel a little bit more grounded. And make it sound a little bit nicer in subwoofers. Oh, you know what? Let's put an exciter on the whole John. If I really getting a look into the actual mastering chain I do, guys, this is kind of rare. I figured out a new way to route my audio so I don't have to use the MME drivers, which are total garbage. And so that's how I'm able to do this. I have like a lot more CPU to play with. Oh, Feist, do you struggle to hear an exciter? This is my tip. Do it one band at a time, like you saw me do, and turn it up. Like, turn it way up. This is gonna suck a little bit on it, so heads up. Turn it way up, so your ears can like click with what the exciter is doing, and then turn it down as much as you can. Turn it way up until it kind of hurts, and be like, okay, that's what that band sounds like excited, and then pull it down as much as you can, and then leave it. You shouldn't really like hear the exciting, it should just, the track should just sound better. Heard some things about compressing 1K to 3K. It's a lot more clear to the low end devices such as phone. Well, we do have a multi-band on here. And we are compressing, let's see, this band, it starts at 120. And it goes to 1. Oh, but this, like, we got 1K to 9K over here in this guy. And honestly, we could compress a little more up there, and it wouldn't hurt. We have to address how the kicks aren't totally in phase. That helped. Wow. Let's look. I can't really do this trick right because I don't have the actual sound. It's in a sampler. But what I can do is I can zoom way in until the waveform of the drum track is about... Oh, the drum's comp. Wait a minute. That's not right. What's going on here? This is not the same drum track. Did I make an edit somewhere that screwed something up? Oh yeah, that's from the beginning of the track. Oh, that's right, because... Weird. Huh. Okay. Seems to have lined out. So, back to what I was trying to show you. We zoom way in. Way in. Take a look at the... Oh, the MIDI's not quantized either. See, geez. And we try to get these two to match. The ups and the downs are like the same. And it's actually kind of there now. I did this in another track and it really... Alright, so let me do this. I'm going to select it all. Consolidate. Alright, then we're going to select quantize, current grid, yes, go, boom. Oops. Nope. one more 16th notes, yes. Quantize it. Now, the last big thing is I'm selecting this range and I have to go to convert. And this might be the last thing we have to do. Extract grooves. And what this is going to do is it's going to read through the waveform, the drums that Ralph used, and extract a groove profile, which we're then going to be able to apply to other tracks in the song, most notably the kick MIDI, and then we'll try it out with the bass and the piano, see if we can't get everything jiving a little bit nicer. Bump, bump, bump. You need a new one? You need a new Cutman shirt? Yeah, we're actually working on like a series of MagFest shirts. So hopefully we'll know about the end. Hopefully we'll know about that like by the end of this week or early next week. Where's the outfit? It's in the closet. I'm producing right now. Bump, 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 bump. With the helmet on. Yeah, I want to do a shirt with like my Twitter icon, like the cute little helmet. What's your specs? Like, what's my glasses, or what's the specs on the computer I'm running? Or on my helmet? You need a DJ Cutman, a Ralph, and a Landino shirt. That Ralph shirt. That sounds like a good idea. Tween, come here. Come here, come here, come here. You guys want to see my cat? I think my favorite thing about animals is they don't give a shit about the election. Yeah. They're just little critters and they just want to be loved and fed. Maddie has a sleeping bucko next to her. I got this loving bunny in my arms. So I'm running a i7, Intel i7 something something, 32 gigs of RAM, a bajillion hard drives, a GTX 960 video card, which wouldn't hurt if it was upgraded, and I have a Magewell capture card I just splurged on. Played this gig for PlayStation and spent all the money I made on the gig on new gear. Yep, did that. All right, I'm applying the groove now to the pianos as requested, as well as the other things, and we'll see. Maybe this will be the thing that makes the whole track gel, and we'll be done. It's not doing that. Oh, I have to do quantize. How does that very first one get gross? It's like, I wonder why that is. Are these not totally warped? They look like on this. They look on the. Oh, they actually are just the tiniest bit off. Is that all the way down the line? Oh my gosh, it is. Oh, I wonder if my warping is going to be screwed up now. All right, let me double click on this. Double click. We know the tempo is 125, so if I change the start point, it should just fix it. Boop. Tween's like being cute, making little cat sounds. You got some cat sounds in your mouth, cat? And they're still flim-flamming, so we're going to use this last plugin, and hopefully this is the last thing that we have to get done. This is a total hack, by the way, because this plugin does not work with Ableton Live the way I would like it to, but we can hack it. So I'm going to duplicate this kick track, drag it into here. I'm going to take a lone kick from this, drag it into here. Now I'm going to hard pan one left, hard pan one right, solo the group. So now I have a kick on either side. The plugin is called In Phase. In Phase Stereo. We drag it in. We can see we're getting signal on both sides. One of them's clipping. I'm going to bring it down. So this one on the left is this one up top. Let me capture it. Hold on. This one on top is our MIDI. This one on the bottom is our audio. We can zoom way in, and we can see if these boys in phase, or are they out of phase? It looks to me like this one up top is out of phase, and it just gets more and more out of phase the more I pull it over there. But it looks like I can get it totally in phase according to this plugin, this meter down here. 100% correlation. It sure looks like it's totally the opposite. Is this for real? Well, we'll see. I mean, that sounds tight. See, I'm clicking it over here. Now we're hearing them together. Now I can see that this thing says we need 1.96. 1.96 milliseconds of, not delay, it's actually sped upness. So the real question is, how are we going to do this on the drums? So I will take the actual drum track up here. I'm going to throw the in phase on it. We are going to process channel 1 and 2. We are going to do the same settings that it suggested on the other plugin, which is, so we're basically using 2 copies of this plugin. One to do the actual metering and the other one to make the adjustment. And we're going to go to negative 1.96, negative 1.96, there we go. Confirm, yes, these are the same settings. And that negative 1.96, actually we want positive 1.96 because we're going to be pushing the other one. So like, just to confirm, 0, push it. Positive 1.96, negative 0.00 correlation. So then positive 1.96, 1.96. Now we should hear it. This one's still flim-flamming. And they're in phase now too. Oh man, the cat burped and it's stinky. Why would you do that? Why would you make such a stinky burp? Oh, the numpad switch scene. Thank you. Sorry. Dude, most of these kicks are good, but then there's always this sus one. And let me try pulling the groove off now. Because the groove might be ruined since we've adjusted stuff. Oh, it did. All right, so we got to remove the groove. Remove the groove. But this is actually awesome. Because now the kicks are like cooperating. They're like operating as a unit. Take in phase. Drop it in the end of this channel too. Oh, dude, something's wrong. Oh, I hope I didn't wreck the track. Oh, I still had the groove on. You know what? I'll just delete the groove. You can't see it. It's behind my noodle, but there you go. Yeah, Orion, I just saw your messages. I'd love to respond to them, but yeah, dude, this was our Brexit, man. A bunch of old, bitter people overruling what the bulk of the current generation wants. So, I don't know how they're dealing with it over in Brexit. We can hit up Micah, but I think it's just super embarrassing, and it's probably just going to be that way for us too. Hey, come on. Like, listen, dude, the election happened. Let's talk about what we can do now that it's this way, not throw insults around, because both sides have been doing that for a year, and I'm done with that. Not interested in debating the qualifications of anybody right now. Unless, of course, there's news that there was some sort of foul play with the voting, and then we'll go ham. But if it's looking like this is all by the books, we gotta deal with it. Oh, man. Dude, something went wrong with this track. This one's, oh. Oh, why? Oh, this tiny little bit at the beginning. All right, this ought to fix it. Move to Finland. Yeah. Maddie says Finland's the best. Oh, you can really see my living room with that light on it.
Oh, sorry. Do you know what?
If I keep my head in front of it, oh, I have the choice of either keeping my head in front of the light, keep my head in front of you, Maddie. I'll stay here. You guys can see that nice old chair that we still have. Actually, Kiddly, if you look up the 18 and 25-year-old vote, it's almost completely for Clinton. Like almost 100%. It's it's everybody's dad, man. Really. That's what we were talking about earlier anyway. Well, guys, I think this track's actually pretty much done. We cleaned it up, made it sound nice, made it sound loud. I was only mixing with one of my monitors on this whole time. Hey, Bun. Do you want to say hi to the camera? Do you want to show everybody your pretty face? That's my cat right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's my cat. I actually wasn't mixing with just one monitor, I was mixing with 3 monitors, which is why I didn't initially notice. Wow, the track sounds a lot better now. You're so cute, Tween. Such a lovely bug. Oh, I just need to add that crash in there. Let's see. I'm looking at your source here. Pseudonym. I saw a graph, but maybe it wasn't real. I don't know. Maybe this graph isn't real. Party identification among millennials. That says, I'm seeing the party identification graph, but I'm not seeing like the actual voting results thing, and that's what it looked like. It looked like Politico's. I thought it was Politico or New York Times' like big beefy like update real-time HTML5 super dope graph stat stuff. That's what I thought I saw this thing at. And let's just grab one note. I don't know if this is going to work or not, but it might. Yeah, dude, the election's crazy. I can't believe that happened. But whatever. We just got a deal now. Oh, that's fun. I like it. I like the choked out symbol that happened. Yay! All right, cool, guys, we're done. So I'm at like 85%. I'm like super high CPU usage right now, so I can't like turn on all the oversampling and really give this mix a listen, but hopefully through this stream you've been able to learn something, and we were able to talk out our feelings about the happenings. And I got another track mix, so I want to roll this one out on Game Chops pretty quick. It's like not totally our usual style, but it's Megalovania and it's dope. And yeah, and I might do a little bit more I usually I don't roll out mixes in a day. So I do bulk of the work one day, and then the other day, or the next day, maybe tomorrow, I'll go through and with a fine tooth comb and just check every stem, check every plugin, and make sure everything's all right, and then I'll render it. So cool. Well, thanks for watching. Yeah, more game chops for sure. I mean, we dropped the new Steven Silo Mario Kart track today. So if you haven't checked that out, head to youtube.com/gamechops. Or actually, you know what? I have a link goes right to that Mario Kart thing. smarturl.it/rainbow road. Boom, right there. Boom. So there you go. So thanks everybody. Thanks everybody for watching. I am going to take a little break. I will be back at 9 to DJ, and I may be back before then to play a game. So thanks everybody for watching. I'm Cutman, and I'll see you soon. Bye.